Hello and welcome back to Down the Track. In this episode, we'll be doing the fantasy picks for the match between Punjab Kings and Royal Challengers Bangalore. Punjab have not been in the greatest form, whereas RCB have won 5 games already and looking really good. Plenty of players to choose from. Both teams have some superstars, big hitters as well. So we'll start with that regular formation: 2 batsmen, 2 bowlers, an all-rounder, and a wicket keeper. So starting off with the batsman, the first batsman that I'm going to pick for my fantasy team for this game is Devdutt Padikkal. I think he's been in outstanding form last couple of games. He hasn't, last 2 games especially, he hasn't got too many runs, but I've seen quite a bit there. He's been timing the ball well after his 100 as well. He does look in good touch. I think another big score is around the corner. He'll fancy playing against this Punjab lineup. The likes of Shami, the ball comes on, and then I think he plays spin well as well. So I'm going to go with Devdutt Padikkal. I think he looks in good touch and I think he can provide the runs up top. So he's my first batsman. My second batsman will be Virat Kohli. I think Virat Kohli loves playing against Punjab. Even when RCB were in poor form in the past few years, whenever they played Punjab, Kohli used to step up and score the runs. In general, even before in the past, him and Gale, they had some good partnerships against Punjab. I think he likes playing against this team. And again, he has another good opportunity to anchor the innings. I think if he just plays to his role and keeps it a bit simple, he will get the runs. And also what will give him confidence is the likes of AB and Maxwell also coming behind him who are in form. So I think that will give Virat Kohli the license to play a bit more aggressive, but at the same time play his natural game, not worry too much, because even if he does anchor, plays run a ball, he has the guys behind him to come and up the run rate. The likes of Maxwell, AB de Villiers, Patidar looks in decent form as well. So I think that Virat Kohli will score some runs here against Punjab, and that's what I'm going to pick him as my second batsman. And then for wicketkeeper, it's very tough. Again, AB de Villiers versus KL Rahul. You could go either one. AB de Villiers is in sensational form. Rahul always gets you runs as well. The thing with AB, though, is I'm not sure how many balls he will play, because in the last game, he got enough deliveries. He made 75, and in the last over, he took 23 runs. So can he provide that kind of performance every single game? I'm not sure. That's why, of course, he can, it's AB de Villiers, but will he get the opportunity to score like that? Because will he come into the crease with that many deliveries left every single game? I'm not sure. Whereas KL Rahul, I think he's opening the batting. I think he will anchor the Punjab batting lineup, and he looked to score his runs. And yes, there's talk about a strike rate, but in fantasy, you just look at runs, and I think KL Rahul will score the runs, and I think he'll get more deliveries to face than AB de Villiers. So this is a kind of, I wouldn't say controversial, it's a very, very tough pick, but I'm going with KL Rahul just because I know that he's going to open the batting. But if you're going AB, I cannot argue with you. He's in fantastic form. For me, personally, it's just that with AB de Villiers, I'm always unsure. It is always a risk for me because the amount of deliveries that he's going to face. When he does face 20, 30, 40 deliveries, he scores runs, but will he get that every single time? Will he get a 23 run over every single time? And then if you're playing against somebody like a KKR, Dinesh Karthik also comes at that time, I would go AB, no doubt. But the other keeper to choose here is Rahul, who will be opening the innings. So that's why I'm gonna go with Rahul. And I won't blame you if you go AB. So Rahul is my wicket keeper. All-rounder, for me, there's only one choice, Glenn Maxwell. He's in fantastic form. He's getting the 20s, 30s recently, but not converting them. We saw him convert early on in the season. Despite that, he's looking in good touch. He's scoring the runs. Whenever he comes in, he gets the boundaries very easily. He adjusts to the pitch very quickly. I think that's a big, big factor for him and AB de Villiers. They understand the pace of the pitch immediately when they're on the field. And I think that's a huge, huge advantage for them. He has the reverse sweep, he has the sweep, he has a long handle as well. He can smash it out of the ground, he can find the gaps. And yeah, I think he's the perfect all-rounder for me in this thing. The thing is, he hasn't been bowling, so I can't see the perfect all-rounder. But in the game, he's there as an all-rounder in the fantasy game, and I would pick him just for his runs and maybe a few catches here and there. So Maxwell is my all-rounder choice, looking in very good touch. If he can convert those 20s, 30s into 50s, 60s, then that will do RCB a world of good. That's my all-rounder pick. And then for my bowlers, I'm going to look at firstly Ravi Vishnu. I think he's a proven wicket taker. He's shown it. Like, so as soon as he came into the Punjab team, he's been picking up wickets. He's breaking partnerships. He's taking some blinder catches, like, in the deep. So he's looking good. He's confident right now, and I think he has a good googly as well. His leg spinner turns on this pitch in Ahmedabad, especially if they bowl first. I think Ravi Bishnoi can make some inroads and cause some problems for the likes of Kohli and the rest of the RCB lineup. We know Kohli's had his issues with leg spinners, so I think Ravi Bishnoi and him will be a very interesting matchup. And in general, I think Ravi Bishnoi, he is a wicket taker. He will pick up wickets even if he goes for runs. So he's my first bowling option. My second bowling option, for me, there's no doubt here, Harshal Patel. Leading wicket taker, purple cap, wicket taking machine. It doesn't matter for how many runs he's going in fantasy terms. You're just looking at the wickets column, and he's picking up 2 to 3 wickets every single game. He picked up a fifer against Mumbai Indians, and since then 2-3, 2-3. He keeps chipping away at the wickets. He got hit for 37 runs against Chennai, and I said at that time as well that for fantasy it's fine because he's picking up 3 wickets, and again in the last game he picked up a couple of wickets. So Harshad Patel is the man to go for, I think, in the bowling department. You can potentially vice captain him as well if you want a left field kind of option, because he's a man who keeps picking up. Because you might think, okay, this game he's not going to pick up, but why take that chance, right? He's a good price in the fantasy game, and he's in great red hot form. So Harshal Patel is my second bowling pick. So if you just look at my picks for this game, I'm going to start off with I'll just recap it. Padikkal and Kohli will be my batsmen. My wicketkeeper is KL Rahul. My all-rounder is Glenn Maxwell, and my bowlers are Ravi Bishnoi and Harshal Patel. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and please comment with your fantasy picks. Who are you going to captain? Who's you going to vice captain? For me, KL Rahul is a good captaincy choice, and vice captain probably, if you want to be a bit different, you can go Harshal Patel, or you can go Maxwell or Kohli from my team. If you have AB, then AB is a great shout as well. And make sure you like and subscribe, comment with who you think will perform in this game, who are you captaining, and until next time, take care and have a good day.